Hello, my name is Ruben Rubio. Help support my channel by visiting my website, RubenRubioTX.com, on your phone, tablet, or PC. For Facebook, go to the menu and click on the Facebook logo. On my Facebook page, click Like and Follow. For Instagram, go to the menu and click on the Instagram logo. On my Instagram profile, click Follow. For YouTube, go to the menu and click on the YouTube logo. On my YouTube page, click Subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. For Twitch, go to the menu and click on the Twitch logo. On my Twitch page, click the heart to follow. If you have questions you'd like answered on one of our live streams or YouTube videos, go to the menu and click on Ask a Question. Fill out all the details in the form and click Submit. You can choose to be anonymous or have your first name mentioned on the video. If you'd like to schedule a phone appointment, go to the menu and click Schedule Phone Appointment. Fill out all the details and when the best time to reach you, and we will get back to you at our earliest time available. Hola, mi nombre es Ruben Rubio. Para apoyar mi canal, visite mi sitio de web RubenRubioTX.com en tu teléfono, tableta o computadora. Para Facebook, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Facebook. En mi página de Facebook, haga clic en Like y siga. Para Instagram, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logo de Instagram. En mi perfil de Instagram, haga clic en Seguir. Para YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de YouTube. En mi página de YouTube, haga clic en Suscríbese y haga sonar la campana para todas las notificaciones. Para Twitch, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Twitch. En mi página de Twitch, haga clic en el corazón para seguir. Si tienes preguntas que le gustaría responder en alguno de nuestros live streams o videos de YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en Ask a Question, llene todos los detalles del formulario y haga clic en Enviar. Puede elegir ser anónimo o que su primer nombre se mencione en el video. Si desea programar una cita por teléfono, vaya al menú y haga clic en Schedule Phone Appointment. Llene todos los detalles y cuando es el mejor momento para llegar a usted y nos encontraremos en nuestro momento más temprano disponible. Hello, my name is Ruben Rubio. Help support my channel by visiting my website, RubenRubioTX.com, on your phone, tablet, or PC. For Facebook, go to the menu and click on the Facebook logo. On my Facebook page, click Like and Follow. For Instagram, go to the menu and click on the Instagram logo. On my Instagram profile, click Follow. For YouTube, go to the menu and click on the YouTube logo. On my YouTube page, click Subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. For Twitch, go to the menu and click on the Twitch logo. On my Twitch page, click the heart to follow. If you have questions you'd like answered on one of our live streams or YouTube videos, go to the menu and click on Ask a Question. Fill out all the details in the form and click Submit. You can choose to be anonymous or have your first name mentioned on the video. If you'd like to schedule a phone appointment, go to the menu and click Schedule Phone Appointment. Fill out all the details and when the best time to reach you, and we will get back to you at our earliest time available. Hola, mi nombre es Rubén Rubio. Para apoyar mi canal, visite mi sitio de web RubenRubioTX.com en tu teléfono, tableta o computadora. Para Facebook, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Facebook. En mi página de Facebook, haga clic en like y siga. Para Instagram, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logo de Instagram. En mi perfil de Instagram, haga clic en seguir. Para YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de YouTube. En mi página de YouTube, haga clic en suscríbase y haga sonar la campana para todas las notificaciones. Para Twitch, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Twitch. En mi página de Twitch, haga clic en el corazón para seguir. Si tienes preguntas que le gustaría responder en alguno de nuestros livestream o videos de YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en Ask a Question, llene todos los detalles del formulario y haga clic en Enviar. Puede elegir ser anónimo o que su primer nombre se mencione en el video. Si desea programar una cita por teléfono, vaya al menú y haga clic en Schedule Phone Appointment. Llene todos los detalles y cuando es el mejor momento para llegar a usted y nos encontraremos en nuestro momento más temprano disponible.
Are we live?
And welcome to the Ruben Rubio live stream, RubenRubioTX live stream. We are here live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And we just like to welcome everyone to today's show. I'm 8-Bit Rich, and with us, as usual, is Ruben Rubio to talk about what
insurance, the prearranged funerals. But I also offer benefits that are at hand to anybody that needs them. I offer what is called the supplemental insurance. Now, what is a supplemental insurance? Let me explain that to you guys, okay? It's very simple. It's a plan that helps out with your major medical deductions. It helps pay for co-pays. It helps pay for that money that you're gonna need when you need to reach the gap or when you need to pay for, that part of the policy that they need extra money. Hey, you know what? Before you go into the hospital, we need you to pay an extra amount of money. Well, I offer what is called a supplemental plan. The company that I represent is a very good company. It's been around for a very long while, and it helps people. I have many people that already have these plans. They have a full-time job or they have a part-time job, and they need something to supplement if they were to get sick. Now you're thinking, well, what type of policies are you talking about, Ruben? Oh, well, first of all, I'm going to talk to you about a couple of things that I offer. First of all, let's talk about one of the benefits of disability insurance. What is a disability? Disability is when you no longer can work or you're not at full capacity to work. And guess what? It was either due to an accident or you fell sick and you can't return to work. As you and I know, Richard, that, if we don't work, we don't get paid, And of course,
Yeah.
at most work jobs, they have what you call, that thing from the state where they pay you in case you got sick or you were in an accident. But let me just tell you
Mhm.
one thing. Sometimes that's not enough. That's not
Mhm.
enough. So, as your insurance agent, I can offer you, if you have a group or you work with a group and you don't have any type of coverage at work. There's a lot of jobs here in where we're at in this part of the country that you just go to work and that's it. There's no benefits, there's no retirement, there's no health insurance, there's no dental, there's nothing. So I am the one that comes in and talks to you, and then if you want, I can talk to your employer and say, hey, guess what? I have something that you need. I have something that people are in demand nowadays, because you know how it is. The hustle of bus and bustle of every day, things
Yeah.
happen. When's your next accident?
Mhm.
Have you ever thought about that? No.
No. Yeah.
No, no, no. So I offer
Yeah.
what is called a disability insurance, an accident policy. I also offer life insurance. I offer cancer insurance. Of course, that's another, something that's hitting the country quite hard. And of course, then we have critical illness policies in case you ever have something that's critical. You never know. A heart attack, a stroke, a major organ failure. Things like this happen every day, and many people don't understand. The pressures of life cause these things to go up. Can you imagine, Richard? You have a household, you have 3, 4 kids. You have your
Yeah.
wife. You're sending your kids to college, and you've got to work, and you have the pressure of what? Producing at work. Because what
Yeah.
happens when you don't produce? They say
No
bye bye.
money.
No money, bye
Yeah.
bye. So this
Mhm.
has problems to your health. And if you have some type of coverage, in the event something happens, hey, you have something to take care of yourself while you're not working. Then, of course, we have the hospital confinement. Unfortunately, nowadays, going to the hospital is not like 20, 30 years ago. I mean, you go in there and like whatever simple procedure, and you're coming out with a fifty to $60,000 bill. That's
Yeah.
expensive. And then, of course, the one I want to talk about most today, and we'll go back and talk about each one, but I want to talk about dental insurance. And you know why I want to talk about dental insurance, Richard? We live in a
Why is
very,
that?
very interesting part of the country.
Uh-huh.
Most people can go to Mexico to do dental work. I'm
Oh, yeah.
15 minutes away from the border. But guess what?
Uh-huh.
It's not like it used to be. We have the problem that we have right now with the COVID-19. Hey,
Yeah.
what if they're not taking care of themselves? What if they're not cleaning their instruments? Oh, guess what? I'm walking in the street, people are
Mhm.
not covered. People are sick, or you never know what happens, and you can get sick. So, why are we talking about dental? Because this is an issue that really comes down to earth with everybody. Like you and
Yeah.
I, we like to eat, don't we? And if you don't have
Sure.
good teeth, if you don't have good teeth, you're not going to be able to eat that steak. You're not going to be able to eat that lasagna. You're not going to be able to, eat what you like to eat. For all of you that like fish, hey, that's a hard one. Not everybody has a tofu diet. Not everybody has a liquid diet. Most of us, are regular Joes. We get up in the morning, we go to work, and of course, like here we are in the valley, what do? We take a breakfast taco. We eat a lunch. We eat a dinner. We have snacks in between. A lot of my friends say, Ruben, ¿y tú no comes merienda? You don't have a 3 o'clock break where you get sweet bread and your coffee and or a
Mm.
Coke. You start eating away. Hey, I can't eat that if I don't have any teeth or my teeth are failing. A root
Yeah.
canal here in the U.S. Oh my God, you're talking thousands of bucks. A crown, you're talking a lot of money. So that's
Yeah.
why today we're going to talk about one of the supplements that I offer, which is the dental plan. Now, why am I talking about the dental plan? because the dental plan is something that hits home. This policy that I offer is a true policy. You don't have to work for somebody. You can have it for yourself if you can't afford something. As I mentioned earlier, hey, a lot of people have a job that they don't have any type of coverage. They don't have any type of benefits. Nothing protects them. This policy will help you out. As all major plans, there are schedules, there are co-pays, there are deductibles that have to be met for the insurance to start kicking off. This helps you out because let's say, for example, in my case, I have my wife and I have my boys. Well, one of them is no longer with me, but the other one's here with me. Hey, guess what? Somebody down the road is gonna need dental work. Ever had that problem when you have one of those wisdom teeth that hurts a lot? And going to the doctor, of course, how that goes, Richard. It's not a pretty sight, and everybody's like scared, and not. You know what really scares them? It's not the doctor or that little sound. You ever heard, sitting down there, you hear, and you're like, I'm next, I'm next. And of course, this raises your blood pressure and this raises your problems. So, but we're not going to talk about those right now. But what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? We have to find a way to help pay for these things. A doctor visit, a dental visit is not cheap. But when you have a dental plan, it offsets it. Now, as I'm talking, you're thinking, well, what do you mean? How does this work? Well, on the dental plans that I have, it could be either a PPO program or an HMO program where you can decide what doctors you want. But if you have to go where it's going to be more economical for you, you would have to go in network. That means that the company has they've already
pre-selected doctor.
Yeah, they've already made a contract with the doctor. Okay, my client, Ruben Rubio, has a card from us. He is one of our members. He's going to present that card, and then you're going to respect the prices that we already negotiated for whatever type of procedure. A simple cleaning, they're not going to charge you, but you still have to pay a $50 deductible. Doing most cleanings here in the U.S., you're talking anywhere from $75 to $150 for a simple cleaning. Well, you know what? Having a dental plan, you would only have to pay the deductible. Let's say you just have it for yourself, or you have it for your wife, and you have it for your kids. The one child, you can bring in 5 kids. One spouse, it's you and your spouse, and that's a premium, how much you're going to pay. But if you have one child or 5 kids, and you want dad and the kids, or mom and the kids, that is already negotiated so that you don't have to, really dish out money. And this really helps out because like I'm telling you, go for something simple at the dentist and they come out, give you an estimate and say, hey, Richard, we figured it out, and we're looking at $3,500 to start it off, and you can give installments of so much and so much. I'm telling you this because out of experience, I've already gone through these things. My brother was talking to me and I said, Ruben, he said, I like what you're telling me because I didn't want to go to the dentist. And all I need is them to take out a molar. But by the time I got out, I'm looking at a $15,000, $18,000 bill the next time I start going back to my dentist. I said, well, that's why we have dental programs that you don't have to work for a company, where I can offer this to you and your family at a very reasonable rate. And like I said, if you go with a dentist that's already inside of network, hey, we already negotiated. Well, I didn't do it. The company already negotiated with the different doctors, with the different dentists, with the different clinics that are out there at a set price that will be comfortable for you to pay for your dental work.
All right. Well, I'd just like to welcome everyone to the stream today. Ruben Rubio TX You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. If you have questions, you can visit our website at RubenRubioTX.com. If you'd like to set up an appointment, especially like this is an interesting topic, dental insurance, a supplement, you can also set up a schedule with Ruben Rubio to go over more details. And as we're talking, I guess a question would be like, let's say we already have an insurance, the dental insurance, and of course, usually the deductibles are pretty high. Is there any way this could like help out with some of the, I guess, to fill in some of the needs that I guess the other plan doesn't help with, or how would that work with the
Well,
with already another
okay, if
insurance?
you already have a dental plan, the simple thing would be for me just to compare what you have and
Uh,
what we have, okay? Uh, there are fine lines in where I can actually replace what's there. But you know me, I'm going to tell
mhm.
you what, honestly, if you already have it and it's comparable to mine, I'm going to tell you keep that what you already have because there's a time frame that they will give you a certain amount so you don't have to pay that much the following year. Now, if you don't use the amount that is given to you to go to the dentist, you could carry it over 1, 2, even 3 years so you can have that extra money to help you with your dental work. Now, we don't want you to have, pain. We need you to be okay so you can work. But I want to see how I can benefit you. See, that's one of the things why we have Ruben TX. We're here to help you out. I'm not like the other agent that tells you, "Oh, that company is no good. Come with me." No, no, no. That's not going to work. That's not going to work because
Mhm.
we want something that can work for you. And as I mentioned earlier, hey, guess what? At my job, we have no benefits. Well, let me talk to your employer. Let me talk to your employer and I'll show them something that will benefit them. And if you do decide to come with Ruben Rubio TX, we have
Mhm.
benefits apart from what you're getting. Most of the people that I deal with, hey, guess what? We can offer you a free insurance because you're now associated with us. You're buying from our company, and this company will provide you the following benefits without you having to purchase. And that's important,
Yeah.
Richard. When they
Uh-huh.
give you something without having to buy, that really makes a
Yeah.
difference. First of all,
Yes.
most of my people that do decide to come over with us, we can give them anywhere from a $10,000 life insurance policy, 15,000. I think the highest we've seen is a $50,000 policy, but of course that is negotiable with the employer and of course my company. I am only the one that's intermediate. I will introduce. Hey Tom, this is Robert. Robert, this is Tom. And get them together and they will help that company get a real good plan. Now, let me just tell you one of the perks of having uh, the policies that we have. I personally have an accident plan with our company. I personally have
Mhm.
my wife. I personally have my kids. I have other insurances with the company because, hey, I am also not immortal. I could have an
Yeah.
accident. I could get sick. Or I can just pass away, which of course we don't want that. Well, personally, I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah.
So, but I
All
already
right.
have benefits for myself. And guess what, Richard? When I got my
Mhm.
packet, hey, guess what? They sent me a wellness card. And you say, Ruben, what's a wellness card? Well, this is a card. It's a program that offers health and wellness products and services for brand name medications, for prescription drugs, and also for vendors nationwide. Let me just read a couple of things I have here. And this it
Okay.
helps me out with the pharmacy, and of course mail orders of medication, vision, and LASIK. This is also a benefit. Hey, wait a minute! I didn't have a eye program. Well, guess what? Because I enrolled myself into the program, they automatically gave it to me free. And then, of course, we're talking about our hearing problems. We have a dental program, which we're talking about. We have medical networks where, hey, guess what? It's better to go see this doctor than seeing that doctor because it's going to be a little, they already negotiated a set price, so it's going to be better. And of course, they have a 24-hour doctor telephone counseling.
Wow.
How many times have people gotten sick in the middle of the night? 2, 3 in the morning. You know how that goes. Are you going to go to the emergency room? Do you know how much it costs to go to an emergency room? Just to show up there without an ambulance. You're talking anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000 just to go to the emergency room. And then, holy moly, they tell you, oh, guess what? You just had gas. That's
going to tell you.
I'm just telling you because I hear this all the time. And of course, they have medical billings that help you out how to negotiate to bring down some of those premiums. And of course, they offer vitamins. They offer daily supplement benefits. And of course, they have cash rewards. I said, what? Yeah, my card. Just because I have my accident, my life, and my other plans, they gave me this program to help me out. Oh, and when I found out about that, they even offer the following. You know how we love to go to the movies? Well, we used to go to the movies, right? Well, they even have a discount card because I have a wellness program. Oh, guess what? You know how expensive it is to go to Disneyland, Disney World? I don't really know which one is which because I go to the one in Florida and I really don't care which one it is. And they have a whole bunch of parks. Well, on getting the special per person, it's $110. Hey, guess what? My wellness card knocked off a percentage of that $100+ premium.
Wow.
And it's not applicable just to myself. It's applicable to my wife and my kids and then my group that I have with me. So I'm not going to pay $110 when we go on vacation next time. When I'm out there in Florida, I'm actually going to pay a whole lot less. And all I did was purchase the benefits that I have already given to me. And guess what? I can offer you, my clients, my friends, the same benefits. The only thing you need to do is call me, email me, or fill out that stationary questionnaire, and we can sit down and we can talk about it. And you can tell me, hey, Mr. Rubio, you know what? At my job, there's 20 employees and we don't have anything. That's sad. That's sad because do you know when your next accident's going to be? Do you know when something's going to happen at the job? Do you know when you're going to get sick? No. But this type of programs, it helps you. And of course, going back to what's the premortal thing, oh my God, I have a dental program. No, me duele la muela. I need a root canal. Root canals, you're looking at $4,000 to $5,000. When I can help you because we can help you offset the cost. We can help you with a network of good dental workers that will help you and will, of course, inspire confidence. And of course, like I was saying, I'd rather go to the dentist where I don't have to listen to the drill I'm sitting down reading my magazine. That's not a very nice thing to see or hear. No. So
now I have another question. Like, let's say you are on that trip in Florida, and you have a problem with your tooth. Is it possible to, I guess, call the supplemental insurance to see if you can do like some kind of work while away from your home?
Oh, yes.
Is that available?
That's what I was talking about. Hey, they give me a little wellness card. I have my accident card and I have my wellness card. And that wellness card also gives me a little card to go buy medications at the pharmacy. But on that wellness card, I just call the 1-800 number. And I tell them, hey, guess what? I was at a restaurant. I bit on something. I damaged my tooth. This and this happened. What am I going to do? And they're going to ask me, what's your location? This is what we provide. They'll email you at that moment. They will send you a link to tell you, hey, you can go to that such and such doctor. You have a multiple of options because guess what, Richard? This company is local. This company is a national company. So they already negotiate, even though I'm in Texas, but guess what? This happened in Florida, or let's say I'm in California. Hey, guess what, Mr. Rubio? You don't have to worry about it because we're there to help you out. And that's really good because unfortunately things happen when you're not at home. Hasn't that ever happened? You slip, you fall, you hurt yourself, you didn't like the food, things happen, things happen.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. That's why it's good, like I said, having supplemental insurance and then the program, the extra perks, the extra benefits of having something that really helps you out. I mean, it helps you out. Let's say, God forbid, like you said, hey, I'm in Florida. I ordered my swordfish delight. And guess what? I bit on a bone. Why was there a bone there? I have no idea. So they probably didn't serve me swordfish. They served me something else. I broke something. I hurt myself. Hey, this is going to help me when I'm far away from home. When you're far away from home, you have to go to a dentist. You have to go to the emergency room. Well, that's going to cost you, a pretty penny.
Okay, like another question, I guess, you were talking about like root canals, but is there any other things offered, like let's say you have to have like fill-ins or caps or braces, any of that stuff?
And there's a schedule. When I sit down with you, I give you, of course, a schedule of the different benefits of having the insurance. There's different plans. There's A plan, B plan, C plan. And of course, that depends on how much you're willing to pay. There's one for mom, one for dad, one for mom and dad, one for mom and dad and the kids. And there's just, different types of ways that you can put this together. Why? Because in today's society, we have the family structure. It's so diverse. We have a lot of single parents. We have a lot of people that are married, people that are not married, and they want to know how it's going to work. And of course, I tell you, I sit down with you, I present you the schedule. I tell you, look, this is what we have to offer, and of course, everybody decides what's best for themselves. And of course, the price is reasonable. The price is reasonable because if we do it through your employer, you actually save money because it's most of the time it's pre-tax. That means that before they pay you, we collect on your insurances. And that could be your accident, your life insurance, your critical illness, your cancer policy, all different policies that you have. You can pay for them on a pre-tax basis. What does this do? It reduces your annualized accumulation of how much money you made. And we give you a benefit in that, hey, you're paying pre-tax, you make less money, you get more money back. Plus, you're spending on something that's very important, yourself and your family. And that I can't see anything else. This is a lot better than, like Mother's Day is coming around, hey, we got to find out what Mama wants. Do we buy her roses? Do we buy her flowers? I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I believe my wife would love that big, 85-inch screen, big screen TV. And of course, she's not that at all, And of course, I'm thinking, my son says, well, maybe mom wants a puppy. Yeah, right. No. Got to be very practical with our money. Money it's hard to come by. That, Richard. Even if you work, it's hard to come by, and you've got to be a lot more wiser now how to spend your money, because as you've noticed that during this pandemic, a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people, didn't know what they were doing. Plus, as we've talked about the pandemic, if you have any type of these policies are actually helping you while you're sick at home, that critical illness or that, that hospitalization. These benefits are helping pay you to pay the deductibles, to pay the supplements, to pay other things that are now involved in your life. It's always important to have a backup plan. It's like
Yeah.
I've mentioned before. You either plan ahead or you don't plan. And when you don't plan, you're actually planning to fail. Today I spoke with a friend of mine. He says, Mr. Rubio, I'm thinking about retiring in 2 years and I want to go work with you. And I said, well, what are we looking at? They said, well, I'm going to turn 64 and well, I can't be collecting and I can't be working anymore. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I don't think I'm going to get enough money from my check. And I said, well, how much money did you put away in your 401k? Well, no, I live check to check. I said, well, unfortunately, you're going to be that guy that has to work at Walmart saying hi because you didn't plan ahead. You didn't plan to retire, and you plan to what? To continue working? It's really hard. I once picked up a book from Max Lucado. You've ever heard Max Lucado? Great author, thing, and this and that. And the guy says, well, I'm worried about retiring. One of my fears, he says, because I only have $250,000 in my savings account. I don't have that at all. I'm saving. I work for a living. This guy is not going to help me out. So I shut his book because he's not going to be able to give me advice. But when I get clients to talk to me and say, Mr. Rubio, how are we going to do it? Well, this is the plan we're doing. This is what I'm doing for myself. And I do set money aside for when I'm going to retire, but I'm not going to have $250,000, okay? Because at the cost of living, the way we spend money, you've got to learn that, hey, once you retire, you cannot live the way you used to live. You cannot live thinking, hey, I'm going to get a $1,000 a week check. That's not going to happen. Retirement, I've seen people that retired, Mr. Rubio, they say, I'm only getting $1,200 a month. I say, well, you're lucky. I know people that get $600, $700 a month, and that's it. That's all they got. Why? Because they didn't plan for the future. They didn't plan that, hey, well, the government's going to help me. You've got to understand, you've got to help yourself. The government is not going to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. You can't depend on somebody else. I often tell this story, Richard, and I hate to use him as an example, but my older brother, I would talk to him. I said, hey, what are you doing? What are your goals? Well, I've got a retirement plan. Oh, okay. When my sister-in-law dies, I'm going to go live with my brother, and we're going to use his Winnebago, and we're going to travel the country. And I look at him like, what? You're expecting my other sister-in-law to die so you can go with my other brother to go travel the country? And of course, he's just going to buy beer. That's all he's going to do. And the other one's going to flip the bill. That's not a plan. That's not a plan. That's not going to work. And then, of course, we get to the problem that I told him, you're my other brother who has a 401k, has retirement, has stocks and bonds. Asked me, well, I need my birth certificate. So I was in the area in Mexico, and we got his birth certificate, and we got certain papers that he needed to present for what? For when he retired, he had to present all these different types of documents that come into play for a retirement benefit. A lot of people don't know that you need a lot of documents for that. And of course, if you sit down with me and talk to me, of course, I will explain how this works. And of course, he says, well, they didn't ask me that. My other brother said, they never asked me that when I retired because you don't have any money. You don't have any money. You're going to depend on everybody else to give you a handout or help you out. And that's not fun. It's not fun.
No.
So we have to be wise. So as we're talking about today, supplement insurance is something that you need to invest in. It's something that you need to look into. Your employer doesn't have it. Talk to him. Set up an appointment. Let me set up an appointment. Let me sit down with him and say, hey, look, this is going to benefit you. And of course, I'm going to explain all the benefits step by step. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not trying to push something down your throat. I'm trying to show you, hey, you know what? Your employees will thank you because, hey, guess what? My employer decided to get something that I might need because you know what? I don't know when my next accident, I don't know if I'm going to get sick. I don't know if I'm going to get cancer. I don't know if I'm going to have, a major organ failure. I need something to protect myself and my family for tomorrow. And of course, in all of this, we also involve life insurance. And of course, if you have a big enough group, our company has major medicals. We have Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We have other companies that can come in and talk to them and say, hey, you know what? We'll do this for you. If you decide to get the supplements, that's great. But if you want the major medicals, we can negotiate a plan where it's not that expensive. Now, most major medicals, you're looking at anywhere from $700, $600, $1,000 a month. But guess what? When you find somebody that knows what they're doing and wants the best for you, we already have somebody that can come in there and help them out for something that's not that expensive. And of course, this will benefit who? Not just yourself, but your family. As we've spoken about these things, we're trying to leave a legacy. And guess what? That's what RubenRubioTX is about, helping you out. I'm not looking for my pocketbook. I'm looking for your pocketbook to be blessed, to be in a good standing, so you not have problems like most people do.
Yeah, very interesting. Well, just want to thank everyone that did show up today. You're watching Ruben Rubio TX live on Facebook, on YouTube, and Twitch. And you can follow us, like us, and leave your comments. If you have any questions, visit our website at RubenRubioTX.com. And if you'd like to set up an appointment or, set up an appointment with your boss or your employer, you can also fill out a form down there, and Ruben Rubio TX will make sure he sits down and explains the benefits that are available through supplemental insurance. You have any last words you'd like to add before we close out the show?
Well, today we just talked about the dental benefits, okay? I would like to talk to you guys. The next time we'll probably talk about our accident insurance. I'm going to tell you there's 3 different plans. And this will help you because, as I said, who does not have had an accident? Who doesn't know when hey, everything's fine. I walk outside and I slip and I fall. Oh, guess what? I get in my car, somebody's driving like a maniac. Have you seen people how they drive?
Some are, I don't know. It's an adventure.
Oh, yes, it's an adventure. I've seen people just pull out from their driveway. Just pull out, don't even look back, and smack, they hit somebody. It's something that you never know. And some of these people, thank God some of them were in their car, or I've seen accidents on bikes. They're driving their motorcycles or their bicycles, and somebody just pulled out of their driveway. A lot of people don't have those little cameras in their cars. They have older models, and they just hit somebody. Oh my God. You're talking about something very, very difficult. And then unfortunately, these people that causes the accident, well, they don't have any type of coverage themselves. I've mentioned, like yesterday, 2 days ago, I was with a family and they want to buy an insurance policy for their daughter. Their daughter is 34 years old and she's never had a driver's license. And I said, well, I can't sell you a life insurance because you need to have a driver's license. But why do I need one? Because you're breaking the law when you don't drive with your driver's license. You can get sued. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense, especially when you go to a cop. The cop just takes out his pad and starts giving you a ticket. And then you have to explain it to the judge. And of course, you know how that goes, Richard, when you go see a judge. Are they compassionate? Are they compassionate?
In this circumstance, no. You should be old enough and responsible enough to get that license, drive, responsibly.
Yeah, because we live in a country where it's a luxury to have a driver's license. Now, I've explained it to other people. Look, you don't live in New York City. Most people don't have cars in New York City because it's just There's no parking spaces. Parking
Yeah.
spaces. I have a friend that has a place out there. He said, "Oh yeah, Ruben." He said, "I'm selling my parking space. I want $60,000 for it. It
Wow.
was an inheritance from somebody." It's like, oh my God, what? Yes, this is my parking space, and this is what's going to cost you to buy it. $60,000 for a
Wow.
parking space. And some people say, you know what, I'll pay for it. I
Yeah.
have a friend, I'm going to change it a little bit. I have a friend who lives in Dallas, okay? He drove
Mhm.
out to New York and he went to the bank and he took his Corvette and he says, you know what,
Mhm.
I would like to ask a loan on my Corvette. I said, dude, your Corvette's real nice, and it was that new model that the special edition that came out 9 years ago, the real expensive one. And I said, dude, your car's worth over $500,000. He says, oh yeah, but I went and asked for a loan. I asked for a $10,000 loan. I said, okay. And the bank, of course, they looked at it. Sure enough, he was 2 weeks. 2 weeks he went to France and came back. They
Uh-huh.
didn't think about it. They said, sure, let's go ahead and let's give you the loan and this and that, but we're going to put your car in our private parking lot. And of course, how long are you going to be waiting? Well, as when I come back, I'll go ahead and settle the bill. So he went on his trip, came back, said, you know what, here it is. Here's the $10,000. The guy that attended him and said, well, you know what, there's a $500 service fee for lending you the $10,000. Sure, no problem. He paid him the $500, and they said, okay, here are your keys, and they're gonna bring your car out. I'm sorry, they're gonna bring out your car, and I have a question, and he said, because I told the guys that we went ahead and loaned you $10,000 for your $500,000 Corvette. And we're wondering, why would you do something like this? He said, well, this is the reason I did it. The day I left from Dallas and came up here driving, I already figured out that I was going to spend over $1,000 a day just on the parking. I was away 10 days. That was a $10,000 station where I was going to park my car. I only paid $500 for the 10 days.
That's pretty smart.
And they call us Texans that we're a bunch of hicks and we're not that bright. Sometimes it doesn't take very much to be bright. So
Yeah.
that's just a given. That's just a given. And that's why you need to be smart. You know what? RubenRubioTX is here for you. RubenRubioTX is here to help you out, especially when I have had to pay claims, Richard. I remember many years ago, I went to one of the EMSs here in Edinburgh, between Edinburgh and McAllen. They asked us to go, and we sold them supplements. And of course, I always tell them, get the accident policy. You never know what's going to happen. Well, one of the drivers did listen to me. He got the policy. He was one of those guys that got killed 3 years ago. He had the policy enforced for 3 months. And of course, we paid that expense to his spouse. You never know. Just because you're in a vehicle, you think you're safe. Because that siren was going off, you think he was safe. It was a drunk that ran a stoplight and hit the ambulance while it was coming back from an accident.
Wow.
So, are we safe out there? No.
No.
We just need to be smart and ready.
Yeah. Protect ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that was a pretty good show. Once again, just like to remind everyone, you can find us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you like us, subscribe to us, leave your comments down below. Helps the algorithm. And if you have questions, you can visit RubenRubioTX.com and leave your questions there, or set up an appointment and protect yourself. Be ready for whatever comes. Ruben Rubio will be able to help you out. So make sure you set up that appointment at RubenRubioTX.com. And we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you. And thank you for all of those that fill it out. Okay? Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, my name is Ruben Rubio. Help support my channel by visiting my website, RubenRubioTX.com, on your phone, tablet, or PC. For Facebook, go to the menu and click on the Facebook logo. On my Facebook page, click like and follow. For Instagram, go to the menu and click on the Instagram logo. On my Instagram profile, click follow. For YouTube, go to the menu and click on the YouTube logo. On my YouTube page, click subscribe and ring the bell for all notifications. For Twitch, go to the menu and click on the Twitch logo. On my Twitch page, click the heart to follow. If you have questions you'd like answered on one of our live streams or YouTube videos, go to the menu and click on Ask a Question. Fill out all the details in the form and click Submit. You can choose to be anonymous or have your first name mentioned on the video. If you'd like to schedule a phone appointment, go to the menu and click Schedule Phone Appointment. Fill out all the details and when the best time to reach you, and we will get back to you at our earliest time available. Hola, mi nombre es Ruben Rubio. Para apoyar mi canal, visite mi sitio de web RubenRubioTX.com en tu teléfono, tableta o computadora. Para Facebook, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Facebook. En mi página de Facebook, haga clic en like y siga. Para Instagram, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logo de Instagram. En mi perfil de Instagram, haga clic en seguir. Para YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de YouTube. En mi página de YouTube, haga clic en suscríbase y haga sonar la campana para todas las notificaciones. Para Twitch, vaya al menú y haga clic en el logotipo de Twitch. En mi página de Twitch, haga clic en el corazón para seguir. Si tienes preguntas que le gustaría responder en alguno de nuestros live streams o videos de YouTube, vaya al menú y haga clic en Ask a Question, llene todos los detalles del formulario y haga clic en Enviar. Puede elegir ser anónimo o que su primer nombre se mencione en el video. Si desea programar una cita por teléfono, vaya al menú y haga clic en Schedule Phone Appointment. Llene todos los detalles y cuando es el mejor momento para llegar a usted y nos encontraremos en nuestro momento más temprano disponible.